Tori checking in, LOJ Fit Club. Today I got a treat for you. Make sure you tune in all the way into the end because I'll be naming 3 supplements that you cannot live without, especially in today's time. Okay, if you find this video helpful, be sure to help us to spread this good knowledge so that our people can wake up and get their health together. All right, so today we're talking about, if you can read the board, we're talking about supplements, supplementation, okay? The importance of supplementation in the month of June. That's what I wanted to focus on as we transition to a new month. All right, supplementation, supplementation, supplementation. All right, first thing is first. I want to show you a fourth of the investments that I make in supplementation and my own personal supplements, right? And so this is just a fourth of it. I couldn't fit all of them on the counter, but I want to show you. So I just want you to understand how serious you have to be when it comes to your health. Watch this. All kind of different supplements, y'all. Check it out. Oils, pills, right? I don't even have the loose herbs. Okay? I don't even have the loose herbs out here. This is just the oils, the pills, the powders, etc. Right? So let me zoom out right here, make sure you can see me. Alright? So stay with me. Alright? Stay with me. So back this up. Boom, boom. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, stay with me. So first thing is first, what I want to talk to you about. First thing, my brother, you keep saying you want to be healthy. But the issue is you got 40 pairs of Jordans, but you don't have $100 invested in supplements. My sister, you keep saying you want to be healthy and you watching all the videos, right? But the issue is, beloved, is you stay on fleek. Nails done, toes done, hair always done. Don't miss that appointment. But you don't have your own apothecary. You don't have an herbal cabinet in your house, right? Imagine this, herbs and supplementation is likened unto a AK-47, an M16, specialized guns to a trained soldier. Your body is the healer, but the supplements allow us to get reinforcements, to have a specialized, to be able to ramp up certain elements to our bodies at certain times. Do you understand that? So I want us to understand how important it is, especially during this time. And so there's an abundance of teachers out here who are teaching certain things and different things and maybe contradicting things to another teacher that you may be following. My advice to you is pick someone or a couple of people that resonate with you and stick with that. Try their methods out, and if it's working for you, then that's what you go with. If somebody else is saying something different, that information is not for you. Stay focused on what you resonate with and vibrate on that, because I can almost guarantee you one thing from a positive approach. Almost anything is going to be better than what the Western world has laid out for you, because we know that plan ain't working. So if you choose to follow something, at least not to be that, at least make sure it's not that. All right. Sometimes social media and stuff is a little hard for me. Not that I'm not able to do what's necessary, but y'all, I've been living this life my whole entire life. So some of this new age stuff that I see, I like it because I see people are trying to attempt to, gain consciousness. But in some of these, scenarios and ideals, I'm like, okay, I've been doing this my whole entire life. This is not just a business for me. I didn't just wake up into this. From the time I was born, I was dedicated to this path. My father's been vegan, for as long as I've been born, even longer than I've been born. All right. So, learning health tips and things that would help to be able to boost us health-wise. This has been a part of my life since I was a jit, old enough to be able to understand. And if anybody who knows me from back then, you can attest to this, testify with me. All right. So General overview. My advice is that supplements are very important during this time for the main couple of reasons that I think that supplements are more important now than they ever have been before, okay? Especially for the general public. The first reason I want to be able to inform you on is that the soil is being depleted, and especially in the Western world, okay? The soil is being depleted in the Western world due to the chemicals, okay? Due to the frequencies, and due to all of the unnatural things that the Western world does. The minerals in the soil is not hitting like it used to, okay? Let me give you a fact. Back in the 1920s, right now it would take you to eat about 10 oranges to get the same amount of nutrition that you would have been able to get from one orange in the 1920s. And it's going to continue to get worse. So my recommendation is first and foremost, is to attempt to move somewhere, you know, in due time, attempt to move somewhere where the soil is still rich so that you can get more bang for your buck for what you're eating. Okay? That's number one. Number two is supplement in the meantime while you're in that transition. This is very, very, very important. Also, modern day supplementation is very convenient. Okay? It's convenient because how else 60 years ago would you have been able to get moringa, spirulina? How would you have been able to get certain things that don't even grow in your environment and be able to have it to where all you gotta do is just swallow a simple pill or take a little powder and put it into your smoothie, right? It didn't exist like that. So, you know, this is something that we can take and utilize the benefits of and make sure that it's convenient for us to be able to take a plethora of different supplements to help with our specific ailment. Don't forget that, all right? And so, what I like to conclude with, okay, is here are some supplements that I recommend to my clients personally, okay, on the business level, and then what I take also personally, okay? So here are a couple of them, right? So first what I want to inform you about is moringa. I am a moringa fan, period, okay? In fact, I don't even want to be in the supplement game and business, but this is one of the only supplements that I carry, okay, is moringa. Why? It's just an all-around superfood. The benefits are too many to name right here. You can look it up, okay? It's everything. But I take it as a pre-workout. That's one of the things that I do with it, okay? I take it as a pre-workout, so right before I work out, it gives me instant amount of energy. I can just take it in water. You may not want it in water. Put it in something. Hide it. It don't really have a distinct taste to me. I don't really taste a lot of moringa at all. A lot of people I talk to don't taste the powder form at all. Okay, especially when you put it in your smoothies, it masks very well. Little known fact is that during a specific war, I remember in my research and studies and over years that the Indian Army, did not have access to food. And so, while they were traveling in the bushes, whatever, or necessarily it might have been a drought within the whole country of India or in that specific region. And the Indian Army was using moringa powder, and they used moringa powder to keep their nutrition up to be able to fight the war. And it worked for them, okay? So moringa is very, 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 very important. All right, so I definitely recommend this as just almost like a superfood or what do you call that? The vitamins that people take, like a multivitamin. You can almost take it like that. Another one I want to share with you. We're very big on supplements that help the brain. Because if the brain is functioning well, the body is functioning well, or can be, and if the body is functioning well and the brain is functioning well, then the mind functions well, which is the spiritual component of the brain. Okay? Let me turn this down really quick. Don't go nowhere. Okay? So, with that being said, the other supplement that I want to recommend is ginkgo. Okay? Ginkgo. One of my favorite one of my favorite psychologists, okay? He actually looks at more brains than anybody in the world, right? He x-rays more brains and does scans on more brains than anybody in the world. And he always says that the prettiest, healthiest looking brains that he ever examines always take ginkgo. Okay? But aside from how it just looks, because anytime something looks like something, it means that the form always follows the function. So the function of it is that because it looks so good, it also functions good, right? So ginkgo helps deal with all kind of psychological disorders. It helps to be able to treat things like your mood, treat things like depression, anxiety, okay? No supplements will ultimately cure those things, but it can absolutely help to alleviate the symptoms, because those things are based upon an unmet expectation. And until you meet that expectation within your own self, then those things won't all the way be cured, but it's something that you can help to be able to alleviate the symptoms so that you can start the process. So ginkgo, really good for the brain, okay? Last one I have time to share for today is some type of colon or detoxification herb. This one in particular is when I tell y'all this thing right here, this is honestly, it's one of the best supplements, best herbs I have ever taken for myself and that I recommend for my clients. It's not easily as accessible. If you're in Atlanta, it's very easy to access, but it's not as easy as accessible, and that's called the Universal Mind Essence of Vitality, okay? And the main ingredient in this is neem, tree bark, neem leaves, golden seal, milk thistle, red clover, okay? Ginkgo's in here, spirulina, saw palmetto, celery seed, moringa leaves, hibiscus powder, okay? Hibiscus flower, sorry. What this does is it's a detoxification. So you always want to have an herb or a supplement that detoxes you, that cleans out your colon. And so I do got a bonus one for you. I got a bonus one for you. My bonus one for you today is this right here. This is a mixture of zinc, quercetin, vitamin C, and vitamin D3. This one is something that you want to be on every single day, consistently, especially during these times where you're under a biological attack. You know what I'm talking about, or I hope you do. Where you're under a biological attack, because what this does is it helps your body not to go into a cytostorm, which is a process in which your body, your immune system, overreacts to an intruder and starts to fight itself and start to function almost like an autoimmune disorder. So somebody who is suffering from an autoimmune disorder, right, you have this going on all the time where your body is overreacting and it starts to fight itself and don't know who to trust. This helps in the process for especially doing what we're dealing with today. This helps to be able to deal with your body not overreacting. So what I want to conclude with, in conclusion, is that supplements won't work, just like exercise won't work, just like meditation won't work, just like working won't work. In order for you to get the benefits, it will not work until you are consistent and you go along with it and follow along with it long enough to be able to get what I call the compound effect. If you're not consistent, it won't work. In most cases, supplements don't even register in the body until you are taking it for at least 45 to 60 days consistently. Then your body can assimilate with it. So many of you have a lot of these supplements. You have a lot of supplements in your counter and in your drawer, but you don't take them and they just kind of sitting there, right? One of the aspects of it is that you just don't have the direction. So what I want to make sure and encourage you to do, that I'm giving away free strategy calls this month, okay? To conclude, I have about 7 more that we give away that conclude how to be able to, and what supplements you should be taking. This is invaluable information. I would absolutely take full advantage of this, and reach out to me, reach out to us, okay? And we will set up a strategy call with you, 15 minutes of your time, and it's for you. It doesn't cost you a thing. And so we'll listen to your direct situation, and recommend what we, recommend as relates to what could help you, and to make sure that you stay consistent with that. So without further ado, Tori checking in, LOJ Fit Club, meditation, movement, medicine. I'm out.